Hey everybody, Paul here. Hey, we're just going to talk like a quick couple minutes here since I got time about cleaning corrals. As you know, I run a silage cutter, but I also run a loader. I have many years of experience on this thing, cleaning corrals, all that fun stuff. So we're going to talk just a few things about cleaning. So just let me throw this bucket down here. Now what you want to do, you can see we got a straw pack down the middle, but they have, you can see over there, we got some pretty liquidy kind of stuff they must have scraped off the feed alley throughout the winter, and we want to mix that together. You want to get the most consistent amount of nutrients you can out of what you got. You don't want to load up just straw and just shit. You want to mix it together, and you want to break the pile up a little bit too, so it's easier on the wagons. So you just come over here and we'll grab ourselves some of this nice fun stuff that looks like you could almost pick it up with a liquid tank like this. Keep your pins out of the doo-doo down the, oh, keep the pins down there at the bottom of the loader arms. Keep them out of the doo-doo. And yeah, if you got time to do it, do it. Nice clean job behind always. Don't scrape too much. Scrape it once or twice. You got some little random bits of straw like you can see on the ground there. Sure, scrape it up, but don't scrape up your wheel tracks and stuff. And then we'll just throw this on the pile here. You never want to pile on top of straw pack. And I'll show you why here. You have to forgive me, I'm holding my phone with my hand. So you don't want to pile stuff like this. Grab a bucket, throw it on top. You don't want to do that, because if you have straw underneath that's not ripped up and you go to grab it, grab a nice big bucket, keep it off the back, and then like this, sometimes, as you can see, it's trying to pull through the bucket. If it's packed together enough, half of your bucket will just go not in the bucket, it'll just go out. So always rip it up, mix it like this, put some straw down, and go grab yourself a couple buckets of this other nice stuff over here. Should have a wagon coming in here in a minute or two. Maybe I can show you how to load too. We'll see how that goes. But just mix it up. As you can tell, look at that stuff, it's just wet, it's soaking wet. And over here is straw, so you want to mix the two together. Yep. And even if you grab half and half, right, like I kind of did there, you can see I got half and half, that's all right. It's not rocket science, but you want to do a good job. Don't mind the beeping, that's my scale. And if you have a pen that's just straw pack, that you don't have to do any mixing, you can just kind of bucket up like this. So just get in there, lift your bucket up, and kind of tilt forward at the same time. Like a fruit roll up, basically, just like that. Oh yeah, here comes bucket of the day. And as you can see, it's flipped up nice like that. Come on in here. Never wait on your bucket. Just kind of, you don't have to ram in there, but just drive nicely up to it. Kind of tilt your bucket forwards so you can reach with your grapple. Squeeze a little bit, don't constantly squeeze. Let down, roll back, kind of drive forward just a little bit. You might have to drive forward some more to rip it out of there. Be careful you don't get your pins in the doo-doo. And then we got a very full bucket here, which most likely I'm not going to have any weight on my, oh yeah, back tires. And then we gently carry it over here to our pile. A big bucket like this, I'll keep it low to the ground. Once I get where I'm going, kind of lift it up. Throw her over the top so it kind of like falls down. Oh yeah, it just fell right on it, but that's okay. So it kind of like breaks apart and stuff, makes it easier to pick up later. So now that we got some straw on there, we'll go back over here and grab some more of our other stuff. here. I'm trying to make it a thing for the gate here, and so the boys have a little more turning room when they come in. Because maybe then they can go down that side of the pile and around. They've been going the other way. It's just evil for turning. So we'll come in here. You can leave a little bit on the ground when you're first picking up a pile, just to make sure you're not digging holes, all that fun stuff. Once you get some of it gone, then like you can see there's still ice on the ground. We can clean that up later, as long as you have time. If you don't have time, I mean, you do the best you can. When you're pressed for time, then you kind of would have to like mix and load at the same time, is what I would do. And of course, and I'll grab probably for every bucket of straw, I'll grab 2 or 3 of these, because you can't get a full bucket, right? It just squishes out and you get nothing. But there we go, just like that. And we'll come over here. And we'll go back over here and grab another one. Normally I load, and don't mind the bang in there, that's my 2-way on a gear saver thing. It's just really annoying, and yeah. Oh, a couple of rocks there. Grab some more. Try to keep the doo-doo out of your pins on the back, like those pins and those pins there. You don't want to get them too dirty. It's preference, I guess. I like keeping the loader clean as possible. I mean, you're doing corral cleaning and you're cleaning shit, but still, you gotta do a good job. If you see rocks in the pile, pick them out. It's hard on the wagons, etc. So I'll just throw some of this on this side. Ooh, that's heavy. When you're turning, be careful. Oh, what is... I tell you, these new loaders are not like our old ones. Here comes my wagon. The relief valve is howling on this thing. Something to do with the steering or something. Both of them do it too. We got 2 of these things. Brand new. This thing's barely got 200 hours on this one. The other one's about 400 and some. And the relief valves just decide they want to complain at a guy. At least I think that's what it is. They both make the exact same noise at the exact same time. The older one, that's about 3-4 years, 5 years older or whatever than this one, didn't do it. So it's kind of makes me wonder. It's a case loader. You can see here. Case 721G XR. Nice big bucket. The bucket's wider than the stance of the loader, which is nice. If you're cleaning along fences and stuff, you don't get your tires right up against it. Okay, here comes our wagon, so we'll just grab ourselves a nice bucket here. And I'll pick from the bottom just for the first one, just gently, like this. Because you don't always have to dig from the bottom, eh? You can dig from the top, whichever. Makes you faster that way. You gotta give me 2 seconds here. Hold on. Okay. Oops. That's good. Try to have your bucket in the air waiting. First bucket in the wagon, just kind of roll it in nicely so you're like not dropping it on the floor real tough and slamming the wagon around. Long ways down to drop that much weight. And then second bucket here. You're gonna have to forgive the camera because I'm in a hurry and I'm steering with my elbow. So like you see, just grab halfway up. You're already ahead of the game then because you don't have to lift your bucket as much, makes you faster. Park your wagon at a slight angle so you don't have to steer so much. Same things, first bucket in the back, you just kind of roll it in like this, nice and far in the wagon, and just gently drop it in. If you got a plain bucket, just be a little more careful. This plain bucket, you don't have a grapple to hold it in there. And then we'll come down here and grab another bucket here from halfway, kind of like this. Whoops. I guess I should put her back in second gear. There we go. And I'd try to put some hitch weight on too at the very beginning. These wagons will, if you load the back completely full, will lift the hitch off the drawbar, and then you throw your first bucket in the front and you slam the drawbar down. We don't want to do that. So sorry for, I'm not watching my camera, so if it's pointing at the sky, that's my apologies. Oh, and then we'll grab from the bottom here. And you just keep grabbing in layers. Grab from here, oh, grab from there. You know, like my next one, I'm gonna grab right at the very top there. So we'll come for our wagon here. You don't have to tip your bucket back all the way. Keeps the shit off the back. For the scale I do, I am weighing some loads this morning. See, in order to run a proper load scale, proper scale, actually we'll grab from the bottom here. You have to have the bucket tipped all the way back to weigh it properly, which kind of sucks. So yeah, just grab your stuff. We'll throw this one, I think, up front. Oh, this is a heavy bucket, and there's a hill here. I'm always greedy and grab so much. You're dancing, basically. Front wheels on the ground, back wheels in the air. All right, we'll grab one more bucket here for the back. And we'll grab this one from the top here. And our wagon's like, you know how you dump a bucket, it's not going to be a square block. You always get an angle on the side so you can see a little open space by the tailgate there. Try to fill that in. Oh, well, there went my weight. I'm not re-weighing this bucket, sorry. I know what it weighs anyways. It'll be 19 to 20 ton roughly. And we'll just grab a little off the top here. Turn over. Throw her down in the middle. Just like that. And a little patty pat just to make it look good. All right, sir, you're good. You're loaded. And there we go. Show you the load here now that it's driving away. Park my bucket in the pile for half a second. I got another wagon, should be right behind him, but there he is. Away he goes. Make it look good, make it look full. That's pretty full. He's got a pretty evil gate he's got to go through. It just leans to one side. It's just not the nicest. I tried to throw some straw there at the corner. You could see by the corner of the fence there to keep the wagon from leaning so much, and away they go. Yeah. What else can I tell you? Stay away from fences unless you absolutely have to. If you have to go near fences, if you have the time, don't drive beside the fence the long way. Go like this. Take your bucket. I'll show you. Go like this. Put your bucket down about a foot from the fence. Backblade it. Or if you have to drive along the fence, there's another way to do it too.
Do we have a big ratchet and big sockets in this crew truck stack?
So then what you do is you just go like this, come along here. You would scrape, I don't know, 5 feet or whatever before it starts spilling out the side of your bucket, and then turn like this. Dump your bucket out like that. I can't show you because I don't have to clean along these fences. Then you would back up and just keep shoveling. Go along the fence, shovel it out. Go along the fence, shovel it out. That way you got the least amount of shit piled up against the fence. And you're staying away from it. So, and as you can see here in this corner, there was a little bit of doo-doo here. They must have had a hay bale they threw down, and I just kind of picked up a couple buckets worth and backbladed the rest and smoothened it out and made it look good. So, all right, everyone, I gotta go here. There's another wagon coming, and I should not be so distracted. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good day. Yeah. Questions or comments, or you want better videos, just let me know.